Hi all, Neil Weaver here and welcome to this week's battery energy storage market review. And this week's been a biggie. Due to ongoing rail strikes, I'm standing in for Wendell. So let's dive right into it. First up, triad alert. When the dust has settled, we expect Monday the 12th of December will be a triad. So what happened? Well, the cold weather brought with it the highest demand of winter so far. This, in combination with very low wind generation and tight conditions across Europe, resulted in the highest ever price in the hourly day-ahead market on Monday, £2,585 per megawatt hour, up a whopping 370% from the previous week's peak. Thankfully, despite concerns over operating margin in the face of high demand, National Grid ESO had enough capacity to manage the situation. In frequency response markets, dynamic containment prices also increased, another knock-on effect of the pickup in trading value, while we also saw zero volume bidded into low-frequency dynamic moderation for the entire week. So what did this mean for our market benchmarks for batteries? Unsurprisingly, the boost in trading values saw the day-ahead markets become the most valuable for batteries this week, especially for those 2-hour systems able to take extra advantage of the high prices. The boost in dynamic containment will have been welcome for battery owners and operators, but prices didn't jump quite enough to make it more lucrative than December's firm frequency response contracts. Looking ahead to next week, we see demand falling towards Christmas. Alongside an expected increase in wind generation, it looks like the system has more than enough headroom to cope. This means that we're very unlikely to see any repeat of this week's spikes. In the wider world of energy, National Grid ESO did put 2 winter contingency coal units, both owned by Drax, on emergency standby on Monday, but there was enough capacity elsewhere that they didn't need to be called upon in the end. And lastly, let's have a quick look at Wendell's chart of the week. Great Britain's battery energy storage fleet delivered over 712 megawatts of power to the grid during the highest demand of winter so far. This is around 25% larger than one of those Drax coal units put on standby on Monday, and it's the same size as Rye House, the CCGT that was paid £6,000 per megawatt hour to stay online over the peak. As you can probably guess by now, this battery trading activity came in response to the highest prices ever seen in the day-ahead hourly market. Anyway, that's all for this week. The weekly review will be taking a break for Christmas, but Wendell will be back to take you through all the latest happenings in the new year. Take care.